If you tell somebody something, oh, that's interesting, but you know, that brother said this. But if you show them and let them go through it, it becomes their own. That's how they're supposed to be taught. They're not supposed to be followers. They're supposed to be taught. They're supposed to be able to come back to the teacher and deliver something on their own merit. Are we clear? True education is based on merit, not followership. All right, you found it? Now, I'm going to show you how they're trained in school. It's almost automatic. It's almost given. Now, I want you to read the definition, and mother, follow them and guide them. Read the definition. Now, watch this, you all. Go ahead. Go into the mic. Go ahead into the mic.
Being of dark skin. What does it say?
Speak clearly, because they got to hear you in the back. Get in the mic. Get in the mic, because they got to hear you. Get in the mic.
Being of dark skin.
Now, stop. Now, it's one time. I want you all to pay attention to this. Pay attention to this, all right, baby? All right, take notes. Girlfriend was taking notes earlier. See you on, boy. All right, do it again. That's one, right? Do it again.
Being of darkest arch.
All right, stop. Do it again. Go ahead.
Being of darkest
Now, I want you to pay attention to this too, right? Because this is very important. And this is one of the reasons why the Europeans have fun referring to adult Asiatics that are called black as boys and girls, because they don't know the rules. So let's talk the rules, right, y'all? All right, now, look at this, baby. Read that again, and I want you to pay attention to what I'm getting ready to point out to you. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. And I let them do it 3 times, and you pay attention to this, all right?
Being of darkest.
Now, I'm going to show you something. You see this? You see this, mother? Mm-hmm. You see that right there? Right there, it's in italics, right after the word, isn't it?
Right.
Why is it in italics? Because it's emphasizing, isn't it? Right. And what does that italics point to? What is the part of speech or the matrix of that word? There it is, clear as day. It's an adjective. This is what all scholars are trained in etymology. You do not go into your linear entries knowing that sociologists have introduced connotative linguistics for social controls. So the first thing you do is separate the wheat from the chaff. The first thing you do, you plug the word in its proper matrix. It's an adjective. So even a child in the 2nd and 3rd grade knows as an adjective describes, does not identify, therefore cannot be any human being's identity without even going into the entries. See how simple that is, you all? All scholars are trained with that, because the first thing you do is plug it in its proper matrix. Because you must separate the connotation from the denotation. The denotation relates to the etymon. The connotation is fad or social engineering. It's not a secret. So automatically, before we go into those entries, we already know that when it's applied to people, it is doing what? It is used as either social engineering or branding. So a scholar immediately knows that black, when applied to natural people, is a brand without even going into the entry. That quickly. That's the difference between a scholar and the students. That's what makes the imam, and makes the others the bill-paying believers. That's what makes the PhD the professor, and the others paying them ridiculous over and over again sessions of stuff they could learn overnight if they were taught the rules. So if you teach the rules, they can't justify all these years and years and years in these semesters. Do you understand? Now I want you to see that, because I want you to give support, and I want you to also consider when you're studying. Now, when they're using language, they deal with what is called morphology, transfer, etc. And then you deal, when you're dealing with engineering, social engineering, they would use compound words, etc., stuff like that. So what is a compound word, baby? What's a compound word?
The word
word to put together.
Oh, go ahead, girl. Oh, serious? Let me get myself together. All right, girl. We got this. So now, as you can see, when you follow down and you see the compound word, what's that compound word right there, big as day?
Me?
Big as day. What's that compound word?
Right here?
Yes.
Oh, black or a more?
Why you saying it with a question mark?
Black a more.
Noun. What's the part of speech?
Any dark.
Noun. The noun,
Oh.
the matrix. Noun. So now it separates the adjective from the noun. You see that? See, black or more. Any dark-skinned person, especially an African Negro, earlier black, small case, then more, and see how the black is all case, which means a straw, and is separated from more, which is a capital letter. There's the identification of these people who think they're black, right in the dictionary. See that? Spell it.
M-O-O-R.
All right. See how simple it is to educate children? So welcome to class, Moors.